sort of thing. You wake up, you think you couldn't have a worse week than you've got, and there you are, still currently the British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, right? And you think, wow, terrible week. I've tried everything I can to make the public like me. I spent thousands on spin doctors, thousands on influencers, and now the public have decided to bring you your worst nightmare. Oh yes, on a very low turnout of 16%, Lucy Powell is now the Deputy Labour, well, whatever you want to call her, leader or something like that. Tricky, you see, tricky this, because our Keir fired her a couple of months back. Lucy, not happy, right? And this is not a woman to be crossed. However, the other woman that Keir apparently, and again I have to say allegedly, was a little bit more keen on, the Education Minister, Bridget Phillipson. Oh, she did her very best to make sure that people voted for her. Oh, she put out soppy pictures about living in a council house and a mam doing this and everything, forgetting, of course, that it was the previous government, the Conservative Party, being, of course, Margaret Thatcher's time, that enabled her family in order to be able to buy the council house so cheaply. But, you know, facts and figures are not bright, really, for Bridget, you know what I mean? Lucy Powell, though, no. Apparently, Keir Starmer couldn't quite believe his luck. According to an excellent source, he was, well, believing that Bridget was going to be the deputy leader, right? He kind of thought that. Through gritted teeth, of course, he had to put out a social media post basically saying, no, it's brilliant and welcome, etc. Lucy... And this is what I tell you, you know, if you think show business is full of, well, you just want to get into the world of politics, because Lucy is not a woman to be scorned. Oh no, she won't be trifled with, because she got up on the podium and basically started to tell our Keir exactly where he's going wrong in his premiership. Brave move, considering she's only had the job 10 minutes, right? But here's again where it gets fascinating and interesting. She pointed out that, well, you know, if he didn't do something soon, he was handing a win to a rival party headed up by Nigel Farage, he of Reform UK, that have done so well. Now, Labour recently lost big time in, of course, Wales, and that didn't go down equally well for Lucy also. The trouble, though, is Lucy has a bit of a back catalogue, basically saying the grooming gang scandal was just dog whistle politics, and nobody's going to let her forget that. So she is also a stain on the Downing Street sheet, as it were. Get your teeth in for that one. But what's interesting moving forward is the dynamic now of what's going to happen, because I've been told from an excellent source in Downing Street that these two do not get on. She never got over being fired, and more importantly wants revenge. And on top of all of that, alongside the axed, of course, Angela Rayner, the former Deputy British Prime Minister, the current Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood, who apparently has banners up basically saying refugees welcome, meanwhile telling the rest of the world, of course, that she's going to be stopping the boats and smashing the gangs. You get the picture. Well, now behind the scenes, Keir's got to contend with a third woman who clearly, desperately wants his job. Behind the scenes, I've been told that everybody believes that Keir Starmer is now toast. They have no chance of winning the next general election. And the only vote that Keir believes he now has, hence the reason he's just chucked another £10 million to the Muslim community for a mosque that was burnt out by a car mysteriously, but not that badly, not worth 10 million of our money. Well, he's given them that. Basically, we all know, is to try and secure some kind of vote. Lucy, of course, realises this is not going to be happening. And behind the scenes of the Black Door, now Keir has 3 women sharpening knives. Doesn't get much worse than that, does it? Neil Shawn in the very heart of London.